Hello and welcome to another Haas tip of the day. Now, as machinists, it's our job to turn raw stock into finished parts that match a blueprint. Now, just as important as our NC program is our part setup. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to give you some tips on how to find the edge of your part quickly and, more importantly, accurately and with confidence. Okay, so when I want to find the edge of a part, I usually just probe it. But we've got around 200,000 machines out in the field, and not everyone has a probe yet. So right now, in today's tip, we're going to just cover the manual methods of finding an edge, things like using an edge finder or different styles of indicators. Now, even if you do have a probe, these are skill sets that every CNC machinist really needs. So let's go ahead and start with the edge finder. I'm going to put this tool in the spindle and jog that edge finder just below my surface. And now from the control, I'm going to enter 750 forward. Now 750 RPMs is the maximum allowable RPMs with the door open. Now it's also a great RPM to run our edge finder at. If your doors were closed, you could run the spindle as fast as you'd like, okay? Now, I could have started my spindle by commanding an M3 S750 from MDI, but I could have just hit the forward button. If I hit the forward clockwise button without typing in 750 first, it's going to start up that spindle at whatever RPM it was last running at. So if your tool had just been running at 10,000 RPMs, and you load up an edge finder with the doors closed and press the forward clockwise button, it's going to spin that edge finder at 10,000 RPMs and it's going to rip it in half. So we've got an edge finder here that's actually been pulled apart by running about 7,500 RPMs. And we found the pieces. We did not, however, find the center spring. Let's get back to our real part. So my tool is spinning at 750 RPMs right next to the edge that I'd like to pick up. And I'm going to flick the edge of the edge finder there and get it wobbling pretty good. Now I'm going to come to my control and change to a 0.001 jog increment. And I'm going to jog up against that edge. I'm going to keep jogging until the tip of the edge finder makes contact and straightens itself out, aligning with the body of the edge finder. Now I'm going to move in on 0.001 increments, one click at a time, until that edge finder kicks off. Now, this is personal preference. For me, after it's kicked off to one side, I actually back it off by one click if I'm on a 1 thou increment. Now, at this point, we've found the edge. We're going to go to the offset page, and we're going to go to our G54 work offset and press Part 0 set under the X-axis. Now let's repeat this process for the Y-axis. I flick the indicator again. I jog up against the Y-axis until it looks pretty straight, aligned. And I keep going one click at a time until it kicks over. I back it off by one click, and I go to my Y-axis work offset column and press Part 0 set. Okay, now we're going to switch to some pointy tool like a chamfer tool or a drill and check our work offset. I'm going to jog down while staying well above our part and enter some code under MDI. Now, you might want to write this down. I'm going to enter G54, G0, G90, X0, Y0. What this is going to do is it's going to move using work offset G54, which is the offset that we just set, X and Y. G00 means go really fast. G90 says make all of our XY moves in relationship to that G54. And then X0, Y0 means just go right to X0, Y0. Okay, I'm well above the part. I'm going to press cycle start. From here, I'm going to jog down just above the part and see how things look. Okay, so our pointy tool looks like it's off a certain amount from our edge. It's not where it should be. This is how an edge finder works, okay? What we've done here is we found the edge of our edge finder instead of the center of our edge finder, and we're going to have to compensate. Now in our case, the tip of our edge finder is 0.2 inches diameter. So once we've set all of our work offsets, we have to go back in and adjust things. We're going to have to shift our X-axis, G54, to the right by 0.1 inch to compensate for the radius of our edge finder. We're also going to have to shift our Y-axis, G54, by that same 0.1 inch. Now I'm going to hand jog 0.1 inches to the right and 0.1 inches in the Y, and I'm going to set our G54 X and Y again. It'll shift it by 100 thou each direction. Now we could have just gone to the offset page and entered plus 0.1 and minus 0.1. But until you've gotten used to this, it's a little safer just to command it to go to X0, Y0, jog the 100 thou and the 100 thou.